नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में फिर से स्वागत है। मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन। आज मैं जो एफएमसीजी की नतीजे आए हैं इसके बारे में मैं बात करना चाहूंगा। सारे बड़े नतीजे आ चुके हैं। आईटीसी का आ चुका है, टाटा कंज्यूमर का आ चुका है, गोदरेज कंज्यूमर का आ चुका है, नेस्ले का आ चुका है और हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर का भी आ चुका है। मेरा ये पोजीशन रहा है कि मैं हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर और आईटीसी इंडिया में नहीं खरीदूंगा। इसीलिए नहीं खरीदूंगा क्योंकि मेरा आइडिया जो है, अगर आप इस दोनों कंपनी को पसंद करते हैं और ये समझते हैं कि ये वैल्यूएबल एक्विजिशन है, तो इसको हम भारत के बाहर अमेरिकन मार्केट में खरीद सकते हैं क्योंकि वैल्यू ज्यादा है। तो आपको वही पैसा के लिए और ज्यादा वैल्यू मिल जाएगा। आपको इंडिया बिजनेस का 75% तक मिल जाएगा, HUL में लगभग 60% नेस्ले में मिल जाएगा। आपको ये भी मिल जाएगा कि आपको डिविडेंड और रॉयल्टी भी मिल जाएगा। तो इसीलिए मैं इस दोनों कंपनियों को मैं इंडिया में नहीं खरीदता। आईटीसी को मैं जरूर खरीदता हूँ और आपको कंसिडर करने के लिए बोलता हूँ क्योंकि ये सबसे चीप एफएमसीजी कंपनी है। ये सबसे चीप एफएमसीजी कंपनी इसीलिए है क्योंकि पी/ई रेशियो सिर्फ 23 या 24 होती है, क्योंकि मार्केट ये समझती है कि आईटीसी सिर्फ एक सिगरेट कंपनी है, लेकिन उनका एफएमसीजी एग्रीकल्चर छोड़ दो, एक्सपोर्ट्स छोड़ दो, पैकेजिंग छोड़ दो, पेपर छोड़ दो, सिगरेट्स छोड़ दो, सिर्फ फास्ट मूविंग कंज्यूमर गुड्स में इस साल उन्होंने 25,000 करोड़ तक का व्यापार किया है और वो प्रॉफिटेबल है। तो मेरा ये कैलकुलेशन है, अगले 5 साल में वो लगभग 1 लाख करोड़ हो जाएगा और भारत का सबसे बड़ा फूड प्लेयर बन जाएगा। इसीलिए मुझे इसको अक्यूमुलेट करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। जो आप टिफिन खाते हो, ब्रेकफास्ट खाते हो, नाश्ता करते हो, नाश्ते और चाय जैसा उसको खरीदना चाहिए, एक दो दो, और ये बड़ा पोजीशन बिल्डअप करना चाहिए। फिर भी आईटीसी की इस बार का रिजल्ट्स ज्यादा उतना अच्छा नहीं था। ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट्स तो 10% गए थे, 4,927 4,927 करोड़ उनका प्रॉफिट था, क्योंकि सिगरेट्स और होटल बिजनेस बहुत अच्छे किए। लेकिन जो मैं बात कर रहा हूँ एफएमसीजी बिजनेस, उनका ग्रोथ सिर्फ 8.3% था। So basically the FMCG business grew only by 8.3%. What is the problem? The problem is simply this, that there are two Indias. There's an India in the urban areas to which I belong. We belong to the top 0.1% of India and we can consume. Unfortunately, we do not consume products that India wants to make. We are now wealthy, so we want to do products which are imported. And for this reason alone, Apple has done a 50,000 crore turnover in the last 12 months.
Huge growth in India.
Huge growth in India, and they are saying they will have further upside. It has become so aspirational. People in my office who are making 20,000 rupees salary are buying, borrow, steal and buying this phone. So the market is skewed about brands coming from outside India, right? And also what confirms this trend for me is what Nestle and Hindustan Unilever has done. Nestle believes its Maggi is not selling fast enough. It's losing market share because people are not buying for 20 rupees. In turn, what they are doing is they are selling mini packs at 10 rupees,
yes,
hoping that people will buy. Already what happened is, after one person in Tamil Nadu started a clinic shampoo, 1 rupee sachet is supposedly doing extremely well. But you cannot keep the price of one rupee sachet as 1 rupee because it has exponentially costs have gone up.
Yes.
If you increase the cost, people are not buying. So we are resorting to shrinkflation. Shrinkflation means that your volume is going down,
yes,
while your sales costs are going up. So basically what this means is you are selling less for higher costs. So you're not penetrating the market. In turn, what Hindustan Unilever has done, it has reduced the cost of its soaps and detergents so that it can compete with local brands.
correct.
This is also not good news, which means that Bharat, that is rural India, is struggling and therefore are not simply buying enough products.
No.
All these companies have been sold a dream saying that India is a market, huge middle class market, sales will continuously go up. Companies which are not in FMCG but which are in the similar fields such as Titan and Bata have stopped. Bata is known for its Hawaii slippers, which every common man can use. At the bottom end, already Relaxo and Vakuru have in Tamil Nadu have sliced their market. So what has happened is they have been squeezed on both sides, from the lower and the the upper premium. So they are going for premiumization. They have thrown in the towel. There's talks of Adidas signing a distribution agreement with them.
Yes.
Titan, which tried to do Tata Gold Plus, Sonata and all that, has abandoned all that and is talking about a showroom concept where by invitation you are allowed in and you will get 10 lakhs is the minimum amount for purchase. If the manager does not think that you are worth 10 lakhs, he is not going to call you. The ITC results are telling cigarette sales have gone up, agri sales have gone up, agri sales exports have come down because of export ban. But in spite of that, agri sales has gone up. What has not gone up is only FMCG.
Yes.
That means people do not have buying power. Godrej is saying the same thing. Tata Consumer had revenue went up by 11% because they are in a small company on a small base. They are growing, and for a company which is on such a small base, on is basically gone up by only 11%. So basically, their mature market has not done well. They are very small player in food, and that niche market has done well. But the company is basically at more than 50 times earnings. The current market price is 912. P/E ratio is 68.5. Price to book is 5.24. Very little debt. But EPS is 13.7. I don't see any reason why we can buy. Godrej has had similar problems. Its price is 1021. Its P/E ratio is 57. It's 7 times book. It has a debt of 0.23. That is for every 1 rupee there is 0.23 debt. And the EPS is 17.1, but the sales is at 10%, it's growing. And why should I buy this at 1021? And ITC looks most attractive because at times it dropped below 430, but at 434, price to earnings is 26.7, and cigarettes is doing well. So what ITC is doing, taking its cigarette money and putting into FMCG and growing it when competition is low. So ITC is not taking the extra market. ITC is basically eating into the markets of others.
Sure.
Because it's not talking about problems in Yippee noodle. So Maggi is losing size to Yippee noodles. Parle will lose to biscuits. Parle and Britannia will lose to Sunfeast. So there is going to be relentless pressure from ITC. So there is substantial cash flow. ITC is putting it in FMCG and doing rather well. So any price less than 430 you can definitely consider. And ITC is the company to watch in fast moving consumer goods. It is not a cigarette company, and that's what I wanted to tell you. What do you want to say, Vinod?
Yes, it's very apparent rural, where they're saying recovery is happening in rural area, there seems to be no pickup in volumes. And even Britannia in this article, they're saying they don't want to get into this price war where they're trying to do reduce the price or reduce the size of the product. They feel they're throwing good money after something bad. They're saying there's no way to compete. So they rather sit and wait this out and see what happens.
So you should also sit out and wait. Don't get into anything except on ITC when it drops. Watch the fun in this space. Thank you for watching. पैसा बोलता है, पैसा बोलता है में आपने आए इस पॉडकास्ट को सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ। अगर हो सके तो आप इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, अपना कमेंट लिखिए और हो सके इस वीडियो को अपने दोस्त और रिश्तेदार के पास भेजें और इस चैनल के बारे में बात करें। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, जय हिंद। नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है। मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन। हैदराबाद में इवेंट अच्छा हुआ, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ। मैंने दुबई की टीम ने आइडिया बनाया कि अगली बार गल्फ में एक और इवेंट होल्ड करेंगे। इस बार का इवेंट 24 नवंबर को आखिरी शुक्रवार नवंबर महीने में 5:30 या 6 बजे कुवैत में हुआ। जो भी मुझे कुवैत में मिलना चाहे वो नीचे के डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया गया मेल आईडी में अपना मेल भेजें या व्हाट्सएप में संपर्क करें। मेरी टीम उनको जरूर मदद करेगी। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, जय हिंद।